Happy Tuesday. I'm sitting here next to my little angel, getting ready to head to the studio to do the painting. I don't have a lot to say today. I really don't. Not much is going on. As you can see, Christmas is still alive and well here at the Kogut Ranch, but that will be changing. I was going to do a little bit every day, but I thought, no, why be miserable every day? Just do it all at once. So I'll be doing that Sunday after Mass before heading to my mom and Jerry's. So that's the plan with that. I put the cushions from our outdoor stuff, our new outdoor furniture we got from the back patio. We had them just like stacked because they got snowed on a little bit. They're underneath, they're covered, but when the wind or when the snow blows, they got a little bit of snow on them. So I brought them in. They've been sitting for probably 5 days. I brushed them off and just wanted to make sure they air dried really well. So today I put them in like super large bags and put them in our storage room. And when I did that, I found Christmas presents that I forgot to give to the kids and the grandkids. Yeah. Does that ever happen to you? I'm looking at the wrong thing. So I'm looking at that record button. The whole time I wasn't even looking at you guys. I'm so bad at this. Anywho, that's my life. That's where we're at. This Saturday, I'm driving up to Saginaw to take some pieces to be framed. She seemed to think she could get it done in plenty of time, like the 1st of February. So we'll see how that goes. If they're not back in time, they just won't be released at market. They'll be released when we get back from market. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, if it was sunny today, I'd do some photography. But I gotta fully finish. I got so much work ahead of me. It's like I love all that time off at Christmas, but man, once I'm back to work and I start thinking about market and I have to fully finish stuff and photograph and lay the books and the patterns out, and it's just gets overwhelming. What is that right there? Oh, it's the Kleenex box. I thought it was something on the floor. I'll be all right. So anyways, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, you won't recognize me the last day of Vlogmas because I am going tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon to get my hair done. We're going to go light in hopes that as the gray grows in, it just kind of blends in. I don't want light hair. I don't think I'm gonna look decent with white hair or light hair. I'm not looking forward to this, but I gotta get away from coloring my roots so I can save the little bit of hair that I do have left. I had somebody on on my other channel, my floss tube. This was, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. They commented and said, "How short are you gonna cut your hair?" I like it when it was long. I liked it when it was longer or something. I can't remember what they said, but it was just kind of like, okay, well, you know what? I like it longer too. I liked it when it was long and it was like almost one length and I could curl it and it was really pretty and thick. But when people go shorter hair, when women go with shorter hair, it's mostly because their hair is thinning. Because I can't even grow my hair that long now. It just gets all split ends and it's thin down at the bottom. If I had my hair long, it wouldn't look good. So there you go. I didn't say that to her, but I thought, it's not the very nicest thing you could have said. But anyway, so there you go. Look at that little angel. Can you hear her snoring? I really would love to just sit here and snuggle with Teeny Woo all day. It's raining outside. I don't know if it's still raining, but when I got up this morning, it was raining. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm just wasting your time. Peace out. It is still raining. This slush. Look at turkey. The turkeys were on the patio today. That's too funny. Anyway, we're heading to the studio. Look at this slush. Slush. Boy, I hope it doesn't freeze. That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Hope you're having nicer weather. Peace out.
Today's reading is the Gospel reading, Mark 6, verses 34 through 44. When Jesus saw the vast crowd, his heart was moved with pity for them, for they were like sheep without a shepherd, and he began to teach them many things. By now it was already late, and the disciples approached him and said, "This is a deserted place, and it is already very late. Dismiss them so they can go to the surrounding farms and villages and buy themselves something to eat." He said to them in reply, "Give them some food yourselves." But they said to him, "Are we to buy 200 days' wages worth of food and give it all to them to eat?" He asked them, "How many loaves do you have? Go and see." And when they had found out, they said, 5 loaves and 2 fish. So he gave orders to have them sit down in groups on the green grass. The people took their places in rows by hundreds and by 50s. Then, taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looking up to heaven, he said the blessing, broke the loaves, and gave them to the disciples to set before the people. He also divided the 2 fish among them all. They all ate and were satisfied. And they picked up the 12 wicker baskets full of fragments and what was left of the fish. Those who ate of the loaves were 5,000 men. And now for our meditation. It was a vast crowd, and they were all hungry. Understandably, the disciples turned to Jesus for a solution. So why would he tell them to give the crowds some food themselves? They obviously didn't have the resources to take care of all those people on their own. Unlikely as it might seem, that was the first step in what Jesus wanted to do for the disciples and for the hungry crowd. Jesus knew that they couldn't take care of the people on their own, but it wasn't a bad place for the disciples to be. Faced with a significant need, but nearly empty-handed, Jesus was giving them the chance to assess what they had and offer it to him. He would show them that he could provide even with whatever small contribution they could make. Jesus wasn't going to feed the crowds out of thin air, even though he could have. He wanted to receive what the disciples offered him because they needed to be involved. As they saw what the Lord would do with the raw materials they had available, they learned that no matter what their need, no matter what situation they faced, they could rely on Jesus to multiply whatever they gave him. Do you ever feel that the task in front of you is too much for you to complete? That your resources aren't enough? Maybe you are raising a child with needs that seem too challenging for you, and you are low on patience. Or maybe you just have a troubled family member and you feel helpless to bring them closer to the Lord. You might even feel overwhelmed when you consider the poverty in your community. It's not a bad thing to recognize your limitations. You can take what patience you have, your heartfelt prayers, or the time you can afford to serve the less fortunate, and offer them to Jesus. Step out and use what you do have, and be amazed at how far it can go when it's in his hands. Remember, Jesus wants to receive what you have to offer, even when you feel it's not much. It doesn't matter how small your contribution is. When you give to him what you have, he will always receive it and bless it and multiply it. Jesus, help me to have the confidence to offer you all that I have today.